They don't want you to know this, but one powerful nutrient could restore your leg strength and stop painful cramps like you're 40 again. Seniors across the country are rediscovering mobility they thought they'd lost forever. For years, drug companies have promoted expensive medications for leg cramps while quietly ignoring the real solution. Why? Because it doesn't generate billions in revenue. But here's the truth. 3 simple nutrients, yes, just 3, can rebuild your muscle strength, stop those agonizing nighttime cramps, and even help you walk up the stairs without needing the handrail. And it all starts with one nutrient most seniors are dangerously low on. You're about to learn what 78% of seniors with nighttime cramps are missing, and how restoring it could change your life in just weeks. Everything we share is backed by real science, peer-reviewed studies, and clinical research. You won't hear this from your doctor, but by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to restore power to your legs and finally get relief. And wait until you hear about the first vitamin. It could increase your muscle strength by 58% in 6 weeks. But before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up at 3 a.m. with a leg cramp so sharp it felt like your muscle would snap? Do stairs feel steeper than they used to, forcing you to grip the railing tighter than you did 5 years ago? Share your story in the comments. We're responding to every single one with tips tailored to you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so we can keep bringing you powerful, life-changing information. Now, let's get started with the third most important vitamin you need. Vitamin D, you've heard it, helps your bones. But what they didn't tell you is that your muscles desperately need it too. When sunlight hits your skin, it creates vitamin D3, which flows through your bloodstream to every muscle fiber. Think of each muscle cell like a lock, and vitamin D is the key that unlocks it. Without enough of this key, your muscles stay tight, weak, and prone to spasms. A major study from the University of Zurich followed 248 seniors over 2 years. Those with low vitamin D levels experienced 3 times more leg cramps than those with healthy levels. But when the deficient group took 2,000 IU of vitamin D daily, their cramps dropped by a stunning 68% in just 8 weeks. Even researchers were shocked. They expected maybe a 20% improvement, not a total transformation. Here's the reason. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium and moves it in and out of your muscles. Without it, calcium gets stuck inside the cells, keeping them contracted. That's your cramp. But vitamin D also activates the genes that build new muscle proteins, strengthening your legs from the inside out. Seniors with good vitamin D levels have up to 37% more leg strength. So how can you get enough? Sunlight helps, but aging skin makes less vitamin D. A 70-year-old makes 75%. Less than a 20-year-old from the same sun exposure. That's why supplements are key, minus 2,000 to 4,000 IU daily. Ouch. With a meal that includes healthy fats like avocado or olive oil. Foods like salmon, sardines, and egg yolks can help, but supplements are usually needed. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 72-year-old retired teacher who struggled with cramps every night for 3 years. She tried everything, pickle juice, muscle relaxers, nothing helped. Her vitamin D was critically low at 18 ng/ml. We started her on 3,000 IU daily. In 6 weeks, her cramps dropped from nightly to once a week. In 3 months, they were gone. Even better, she could climb stairs without grabbing the railing and rejoined her walking group. She got her life back to get the full benefits. Test your levels every 6 months and aim for 40–60 ng per milliliter. Take your supplement with your largest meal. And try to get 15 minutes of midday sun on your arms and legs whenever possible. But vitamin D is just one piece of the puzzle. The next nutrient works in a completely different way, and it's just as crucial. Vitamin B12. If vitamin D is the builder, B12 is the electrician. It protects the insulation around your nerves, called myelin, that helps. Signals travel from your brain to your legs. When that insulation wears down, those signals get scrambled, causing cramps, tingling, and weakness. Shockingly, research from Tufts University shows that 40% of people over 60 have B12 levels low enough to damage nerves, and most don't even know it. In a study of 3,000 seniors, those with low B12 had 80% more leg cramps and significantly weaker legs. But when they were given 1,000 mcg of B12 daily, leg strength improved by 45% in just 12 weeks. B12 doesn't just protect nerves, it helps build new ones and repair damaged ones. Without enough B12, your nerves fray like old wires, sending weak or chaotic messages that trigger cramps or fail to move muscles when needed. Even if you eat B12-rich foods, your stomach might not absorb it, especially if you're over 60 or taking acid blockers. That's why the form matters. Methylcobalamin, the active form, bypasses the stomach and gets to work fast. Most seniors need 500 to 1,000 mcg daily, way more than the outdated recommendations suggest. Great sources include beef liver, 70 mcg. Per serving, clams 84 mcg and salmon 4.8 mcg. Vegetarians can get B12 from fortified cereals and nutritional yeast, but supplements are usually necessary. B12 is water-soluble, so your body flushes out any extra. It's very safe, even at high doses. Robert, a 68-year-old accountant, had legs that felt like jelly by mid-afternoon. Cramps hit during evening walks with his wife. His B12 was technically normal at 200 pg/ml, but far from optimal. We gave him 1,000 mcg of methylcobalamin daily, taken under the tongue for fast absorption. Within 4 weeks, his energy improved. By week 8, his cramps were 75% better. After 6 months, he felt like he had his 50-year-old legs back. And he even returned to tennis. For best results, take B12 in the morning, especially the sublingual kind. Combine it with folate for added power. If you're over 65 or take acid blockers, use sublingual or injection forms. Aim for 500 to 800 pg/ml in your blood. But even B12 can't match what our #1 nutrient can do. Magnesium. This is the big one. Not a vitamin, but a mineral, and the most essential for stopping cramps and rebuilding strength. Magnesium is involved in over 300 reactions in your body, most of them tied to muscles and nerves. Without it, your muscles can't relax. They stay partly contracted, draining your energy and causing painful spasms. A major study followed 4,000 seniors over 5 years. Those with low magnesium had 7.5 times more leg cramps. But when given 400 milligrams of magnesium citrate daily, their cramps dropped by 86% and strength improved by 58%. They felt a decade younger. How does it work? When your muscles contract, calcium floods in. To relax, magnesium pushes that calcium back out. Without magnesium, calcium gets stuck and you cramp. Magnesium also helps create ATP, the energy your muscles need to function, and supports protein synthesis to rebuild muscle. Unfortunately, modern farming has stripped magnesium from our soil. Foods have 30 to 40% less than they did 50 years ago. Add age-related absorption issues and medications that block magnesium, and deficiency becomes almost certain. That's why the right form matters. Magnesium citrate and glycinate are best absorbed. Glycinate is gentler on the stomach. Most seniors need 400 to 600 milligrams daily, split into 2 doses. Take it at night for added sleep benefits. Foods like pumpkin seeds, 156 milligrams per ounce. Cooked spinach, 157 milligrams. Cup. And dark chocolate, 64 milligrams per ounce help. But supplements are usually required. Eleanor, a 75-year-old grandmother, suffered from leg cramps for 5 years. She dreaded sleep, knowing she'd wake up screaming. Her magnesium level was just 3.8 milligrams DL. We gave her 200 milligrams magnesium glycinate 3 times a day. Within a week, the cramps were milder. Week 2, just 1 per night. After a month, she went 3 nights in a row without a cramp for the first time in years. 3 months in, she could stand from a chair without using her hands and started gardening again. To absorb magnesium better, don't take it with calcium. Separate them by at least 2 hours. Take it with vitamin D to boost absorption. If it causes loose stools, reduce the dose or switch forms. You can also soak in Epsom salt baths or use magnesium oil for extra support. Now, these vitamins are powerful, but they're just one part of the solution. Without activating your muscles the right way, even perfect nutrition won't fully restore strength. Here's a shocking truth to 90% of seniors: make 3 mistakes that block their leg recovery. But the good news is, they're easy to fix. And when combined with vitamins, these daily habits can improve leg strength by up to 74%. The first habit is eccentric loading, a strength secret used by physical therapists. When you slowly lower yourself into a chair, your muscles work harder than when you stand up. A study from the University of Tokyo had seniors do this for 10 minutes a day. After 12 weeks, leg strength jumped 52% and cramps dropped by 71%. Do it like this. Stand in front of a sturdy chair. Slowly lower yourself over 5 seconds. Barely touch the seat. Then stand up. Do 5 reps, 3 times a day during commercials or before meals. The second habit is time-restricted movement. Muscles, like sleep, follow a circadian rhythm. A Harvard study found that leg muscles respond 40% better to exercise between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Those who moved during this time gained strength 2.5 times faster. Spread movement throughout your day with 3 10-minute walks instead of 1 long one. This exercise snacking approach keeps muscles activated and prevents stiffness. It's 38% more effective than single sessions.